You can see the whole thing.
That's what I'm talking about. We live?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh shit, we're live. Are we live?
Yeah,
we're live.
I need you to remember. Keep that in mind. Don't move this too much, dog.
Fuck,
you
you're
sound
right,
like
dog.
you sound like your knees right now.
We need to get WD-40, dog. Why don't you fucking remind me, dude?
I thought we had the WD-40.
We don't have WD, do we?
Yes, we did. We bought it.
Welcome to Ignorance is Bliss. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are having a phenomenal evening. I know we are. I know I'm not, actually. I've had a sore neck for about 3 days, and it's not too fun. But good news is we have my good friend Fernando back.
Bro,
huh?
I told you to stop moving that.
I'm sorry, dog. It's a habit. Anyways, we have my good friend Fernando back, and we're coming up close to a big day for you, my guy.
Big day.
So we're what, five days away from your event?
Yeah, 5 days. I didn't even think about it.
Yeah.
You just reminded me.
How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good. You know, I'm feeling pumped. I'm a little bit anxious because it's something that I've been wanting to do for a while. But I feel great, man. I feel positive, and I'm getting good feedback from the people, so that always helps, you know.
So how are the sales doing? Because I got to ask you.
Well, sales they're doing pretty good. You don't ever know exactly how much you're going to sell till like 2 days before the event.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. Unless you have like a really big show. Usually for shows like this, like 2 days before, people just start like bam, 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 bam. But I mean, so far we got over 100 people coming. So that's good news, you know, for our first year. So
yeah, that's pretty good. You in
that's how
profit?
we're looking so far.
Are you breaking even? Where are you at with that?
So far, yeah.
That's good.
I mean, now whatever we make from now, we'll profit. But you know, the big picture on this one is not only how much we could make, but how much we can give back to the people. You know, not only in education, but as far as the show. So, we put a couple of stuff together. A couple of educators and stuff like that to make it better. So if you look at the itinerary, it starts at 9. You know, it's gonna be 5 educators. They're gonna touch all the bases on what it is on how to be a successful barber, how to do the right hairstyle, how to do shear over comb, how to do all these things. And then at 2 p.m., that's when the battle and the music and the vendors and all the people come in, and that's when it starts getting to turn up. And we're gonna finish it up with having a after party at Mojito. So it's gonna be President's Day. So if you guys are not working, I advise you guys to come through.
Yo, that's right. We're off. It's Monday. At least I'm off on Monday.
My bosses are Jewish. They don't believe in those holidays.
You guys definitely need to come through.
Ray doesn't like parties and clubs. He don't do that.
I would go because
to support.
I would
just
go
to support.
if I was you. I would go. I'm just saying.
What you're trying to tell me? He would go.
I would go.
Are we talking about they're going to be females afterwards? Is that what you're?
Well,
you're
no.
crazy?
There's just gonna be a bunch of stuff. Like, I mean, there's gonna be food, drinks, music, everything. Just a fun time. You know, I'm gonna have family too. So, to me, it's not that much about just the party, but just being with people that make me. You know, and. Whatever happens to you guys happens to you guys. I mean, I'm just getting you there.
Ray, there's nothing wrong with that, dog. There's nothing wrong with being extracurricular activities. Extracurricular activities.
Extracurricular activities.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So I was going to ask you, where are you going to be at within this whole show, within this whole event?
Yeah,
I'm gonna be everywhere. Like, you know, you're probably gonna see a Fernando that you've never seen. You know, I'm always talkative, but I'm gonna be to a different level. I'm gonna be super turned up. I'm gonna be up front greeting people. I'm gonna be around making sure everything is right. But I thank God that I count with a great team of people and a great support that they're gonna be able to help me. Clients of mine that do security that will be there helping me with security. I got my brothers and clients that are gonna be videographers and taking pictures and all that stuff. So, I mean, I got cousins. I got such a great team that you know, I just got to make sure that everything is running accordingly to what we planned.
Got a lot of support?
Yeah, I got a lot of support. I mean, I wouldn't say, I'm just going to be leading the boat, you know, making sure everything is right, making sure everything is running on time. Time is definitely a thing that I am big on. Like, you know, I hate being late, and if I'm ever late, I try to fix it with something else. So we got to make sure that everything is running correctly. So that's pretty much what I'm gonna be doing.
So what are your plans to do that?
Man, my plan is to I'm really excited about the seminar because we're gonna
that's the one that starts at the beginning, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be at 9 a.m. So the ones that, I was talking to a local host of barber events and stuff like that. There's only 2% of barbers that graduate that goes to seminar. So only 2% of the people that graduate get educated. Like, how crazy is that? Like, if you go to a doctor or anything like that, when they go after school, they still gotta educate themselves so they're updated on new medicine and all that stuff.
Right.
Engineers and stuff. But we deal with people looks and we don't get educated. So like, my point is to show the importance and the need of education to all these people. So I'm excited about that. It's going to be turned. And I'm going to have a lot of surprises. There's going to be cash prizes. There's going to be gifts. There's going to be a lot of stuff. So I'm happy. We got a lot of good vendors, bro. We got a lot of good vendors. We got apparel vendors. We got people that sell supplies, people that can educate you on how to use the right products for your hair, how to shave properly. We're going to have people that show you on how to work a payment system for the barbershop. We're going to have so many stuff. It's going to be so much information. It's crazy.
So with that being said, and I want to go back to the original point that you made, is you said that out of all the barbers that graduate, you said only 2% choose to continue to educate themselves. Yeah. Why do you think that is?
Why?
Yeah.
I mean,
because that's a very low percentage.
I really don't know why. I will have to look at more information about it, but I would say,
what's your theory?
Yeah, not a lot of people is driven enough. I'm always in these things, but this is what I literally eat, breathe, and sleep. This is all I do. This is all I got. Like, there's no other thing for me. So I'm big on that, but we're not doing anything if we keep complaining about it. We actually have to do something to make the difference, So if I sit down here and tell you, because this happens and this, that, and I'm not doing anything about it, well, it's going to stay the same. But that's why we're bringing these seminars and we're bringing these things to people so we could show them why you need these things. Why do you have to learn from other people that has been on the industry longer and stuff like that? People that are doing it really good, that are cutting celebrities, or they stay booked. How do they stay booked? How do they get to cut celebrities? How do they achieve a great haircut? Sometimes it's not just about the greatest haircut. It's like I said about customer service. And I believe that that's why my schedule stays booked. I'm probably not the best barber, but I could be a great friend. I could be a great business owner and a leader. So that's what I try to be. That's what I try to strive for. So that's what I want to teach to people, so they can be successful in their business.
Yeah. First and foremost, I definitely agree that you're always fucking booked. I mean, I was good. I was looking. I don't know why I always do this, man. I'm always trying to book for Saturday, and I'm doing that on Tuesday, and it's gone. Forget about it. I don't know why I keep doing it. That's why I have this mess of a hair that I have going on right now. But I wanted to ask you a question. Do you think there's complacency within the industry, within barbers? Like, because you're saying 2% of people are choosing to continue to educate themselves. You think there's some sort of complacency because you don't see a lot of, I don't want to say major entrepreneur barbers, but like a lot of celebrity barbers. Yeah. I've seen a few. I know there's this one guy who like always cut Bad Bunny. He had like really crazy hair. I don't remember what his name was, but like there's obviously people who make it big within the industry. Do you believe there's complacency in the industry?
I think it's really, like, these people that made it big time, it's people that work extra hard.
Right.
So, I feel a lot of barbers are just satisfied with coming to work and working at 9 to 5, And if we could change that mentality, we could have a lot of more leaders. Not only leaders by being celebrity barbers or anything like that, but leaders in the community, I don't cut that many celebrities. I cut a couple of football players, but one thing I do, I'm driven, and a lot of young kids follow me. Why? Because a lot of these kids seen me grow up. They seen what I've been doing. So, I just feel like a lot of people is not driven enough. You know, they just want to cut hair and make a quick buck to keep going. So I mean, it's all about being the best that you can be, bro. I mean, but that's on every career. You know, not every basketball player once they get to the NBA.
That's the guy that I was talking about. Sorry.
Oh, that's A-Rod.
Yeah, A-Rod.
That's A-Rod.
I guess.
Well, he's a different breed, man. He you know, he has an insane work ethic and stuff like that. But he's a great guy. But I mean, you know, the hard part is not being there. The hard part is staying there. Getting there is the easy part. You know, getting a business is you get it, but maintaining it, you know, that's the hard part. And a lot of people, what they do is they get comfortable once they get there. You know, I want more. I want more for my family. I want more for my friends. I want more for my clients. So that's why I keep going. That's why I remember last time we talked, whenever I feel like I'm comfortable, I go back to that moment to where
your pops,
you know, my pops or my mom. So, you know, I don't want to go back to that. I don't want my kids to go back to that. So I go back to that thought. So that brings me back. So that's what you need to do. Every morning that you wake up, what do you want? What do you want to achieve? What's your aspiration? What's your motivation? And, you know, put quotes and pictures that motivate you every day to do it. If you don't have that aspiration, that motivation, you're not going to grow. And I don't mean just in barbering. I mean in
anything in life.
Yeah. But excuse me. But I think it's with anything, people being comfortable regarding being leaders. There's not so they think it's like just genetically inbred in people.
Yeah.
Because back then, what do you mean it's not?
What, being a leader?
Yeah. No, like the whole like followers and leaders. Because back then,
blue blood. Isn't that what they called it back then? Where like if you're in like like secret societies, they're like you're blue blood or.
No, you got me, big dog. I'm talking about straight like tribes. Like when it was tribes and shit, there's one big dog, and then everyone listened to big dog.
Yeah.
You have the other person that try to challenge him, but you know, so it's like there's theories that it's spread in us that some people are followers, some people are leaders. I think nowadays though it's less. I could be wrong, but it'd be less leaders. Or I don't know. I just don't know. But that's like a theory that it's like bred in us who can be leader and follower. So it's like, but that's everywhere, like you were saying. It's not just
that's everywhere. Like for example, last week I was you know how many weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, Kobe Bryant passed away. Rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. I was listening to a documentary that said that his work ethic was insane. To the point that it was like you almost had to be damn near perfect. And, you know, he wasn't always my favorite player, but, I mean, when a dude plays 20 years in the league and he hurts every freaking muscle that you can hurt in your body and you come and drop 60 on your last game, you know, you can't do nothing but appreciate the love of the game that guy has. But I was listening to one thing he was saying. There was a kid that was playing basketball. And Kobe wanted him to work on his grades. The kid had a 3.5, and the kid kind of like stopped working on his grades. And Kobe Bryant said, "Why are you settling? Like you still have 0.5% that you could be better. Like you know, like don't just get used to that 3.5. Like you got 0.5% to where you got room to grow." And that's how you have to feel. Like a lot of people, it's like, for example, like I don't look at, I do a great fade. I look at, man, I need to get better blow drying. You know, so if I already know I'm good at fading, like why would I keep mentioning how good I am at fading? Why don't I look another part of my life that I'm lacking?
Because people don't like that.
You know, but
it's an ego problem.
That's what you have to do in order to grow. So you have to get out of your comfort zone and do it, you know. So the moment you do that, you're a different breed, you know.
100%. I mean, comfort zones are dead zones, but people feel safe. Yeah, it's a safety issue. It's a complacency issue. And I feel like that's why a lot of people are followers, and there's so many few leaders in this planet. But you know, I think that can be a good thing and a bad thing, depending on what kind of person you are. Obviously, some people have obsessive personalities like you, where you want to be the best. You have to be, you have to do your best, not only for yourself but for others. Yeah, I feel like that's the other difference in people. I feel like leaders are people driven, right? When a leader leads, they're not leading to be the best. I mean, they're trying to be the best for themselves, but they're also trying to make a change within the people.
That's correct.
I feel like that's what actually separates a leader from, I would say, a boss in a sense, right? A boss is trying to be himself. It's trying to find some self-gain in a sense. A leader is trying to be for the people, if you would.
I was reading this thing the other day. It says a boss says do, and a leader says, a leader says I, and boss says I, and the leader says we. So like, instead of you pointing at people and telling them to do something, you go you teach them how to do it. You know, like, it's not like I'm just gonna tell you to do something without me putting the effort. Like, you know, I was just talking to a friend this morning. We need to have more leaders in the community. Like, you can't tell somebody to be responsible in the barbershop or come in early at the barbershop if you're not coming in early, or if you're not being responsible, you know. And sometimes you have to sit down and think about that, you know. So a boss is gonna feel entitled to things, and a leader doesn't. A leader leads by example. He's gonna teach you how to do things. He's gonna show you. So that's the difference.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we need a lot more leaders in this planet.
Yeah,
I think this whole world would be a lot better if we just had a little bit of selflessness.
And once you're the leader, or once you're the owner, if you have to say you're the owner or the leader, like, you stop being the owner. Like, you shouldn't have to say it. You know, people should know.
Your presence, your presence should be known.
But the way that I like to work, I like to have all my guys so good to where you don't even know who the owner is. You know what I'm saying? Like, all my guys are so full of talent that you wouldn't know, like, who the owner of the shop is, you know, unless somebody tells you. So, I mean, of course, a lot of people know, because a lot of people know me here in Jacksonville, but all my guys are good. All my guys can be owners or leaders, you know. It's just my time, and this is the situation that I am. But I want them to be in the same situation that I am, and they will be one day, because they're just as good as me, or sometimes there might even be better, you know.
But again, like you said, it's not about how well you can cut.
Yeah. But I mean, this is just that they're great people too. You know, I got 9 barbers, and all nine of them have something great at what they do. I mean that in a level of cutting hair, and in a level of a personality level. You know, that each one of them are different. But I mean, man, they're all just so talented, you know, in different areas of their life. So, can they be in the same situation that I am? Of course. That's up to them, though. Like, you know.
So where are your barbers going to be with for the expo? Are they going to be like on the floor cutting hair? Or what's the deal here? Are they just going to be spectators?
My barbers, well, I have one of them. He's really, really, really competitive. I think he's going to be either doing showcasing. I don't know if he competes. I don't know. I know he's one of those guys that once you turn on those lights and they're cutting, he wants to be seen. So one of them, I know he's going to be doing that. I got a lot of them that are just going to be there just to be there with me. Mm-hmm. Support, yeah. And, hey, whatever you do, as long as you're there, you're helping me out. So, I mean, a lot of them are going to be with me. A lot of them are going to be making sure that everything is running good, that everything is organized. So, you know, because there's so many stuff that I'm not going to be able to do. But I got one guy that, I mean, we became great friends. We were good friends before, but we became great friends. And he told me today, hey, I don't care what happens, bro. That morning, 7 in the morning, I'm with you. Whatever it takes, I'm there with you. We're turn up, turn down. So, you know, it just makes it a lot better because, you know, you have somebody to count on. So, and my father's coming in town too. So that's dope. Like the fact that I know my father is coming in town, that actually makes me even happier to do this. But the barbers, they're going to be everywhere, mostly helping me out. So
That's cool. That's cool. I can see that you're happy about your pops coming.
Oh man, I'm excited, bro.
You got something to show him?
Man, you know, my dad is something else, bro. He's my dad. He kind of looks like my older brother. Don't tell him that too much because he starts believing it. So, but nah, man, I'm just looking forward to all of that. You know, sometimes we get caught up. So, you know, the life of an entrepreneur is such a complicated life. You have to sacrifice so many stuff. You have to give up so many stuff. So nobody really understands what you have to go through. Like, for example, yesterday, you know, I don't like to talk a lot about these things, but for example, yesterday was a crazy day for me. Like, I woke up, there was a show in Orlando, and I have already gave my word to this guy, and I also wanted to promote my show over there, and I had to be there by 8 because the guy wanted me to sit down with vendors and all that stuff. Man, I had to get up I went to sleep the day before, like at 2 in the morning, and I woke up at 6 to drive to Orlando. And I ended up driving back like at 12:20 something at midnight. So I got back at like 2:40 something. And yo, when I'm telling you, I was done, bro. I literally got home and just crashed. But those are the things that you have to do as an entrepreneur that a lot of people don't see. Mm-hmm. So once you get that moment to be with people that you care about, you know, like father, friends and family, you appreciate it, you know, because you don't always get to have it. And you know, life is short, man. I just enjoy one day at a time. You know, I put a lot of time in my work, but I'm looking forward to Sunday, not only to educate people, but also spend time with people, man. I just want to be with the people.
You got people flying from other states,
oh,
right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one was shocking. That one was shocking because
it wasn't shocking.
It was.
Oh, okay.
It was because it's one of those things, you know, you got people from everywhere looking at you, but once they tell you, yo, I already bought my flight, I'm coming down there. We got people from New Jersey, Connecticut, Miami, Orlando, West Palm Beach, Texas. I mean, you got people, Gainesville, you know, Georgia. We got people coming from all the places. So I mean, it's just exciting to know that you had this dream and now it's reality. But it's such a big payoff because I didn't expect it to be this big. So once I seen it, it was like, you know, it's crazy.
I somewhat did. I mean, you're marketing the fuck out of it every day. Yeah. So you're working hard for it.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised at all, man. That's bullshit, dude. I believe that within hard work, you're always your fruit shall always grow within hard work, man.
But I mean, it's different you thinking about it and happening.
I bet you're in your head.
Like you know, like for example, I feel like one day I'm gonna be a millionaire. But the day that I see $1 million in my bank account is gonna be the day that I'm like, holy crap, it happened. Like, you know, like
you're gonna be scared as fuck at $1 million.
You feel me? It's different. Yeah. Once it's there, you're like, oh my God, what do I do? So it's that type of feeling. Like, it's a good feeling though. It's a good feeling, and you know how I am, bro. Like, once it's there, it's there. We gotta pull the trigger. We'll pull it, and we gotta do what we gotta do. But we gonna turn up, bro. We gonna turn up all night, man. Like, it's gonna be a long day. So sleep a lot that weekend. Do whatever you gotta do, and once you come out to Jack's Elite Barber Expo, we gonna show you what we're about.
Do you expect like any kind of? I feel like with anything you gotta expect, especially like first time. Do you expect like any hurdles, or do you expect like any?
That's a
failure?
Damn good question.
Any fear?
Like failure regarding like your
just
event,
at the place at the event.
Hurdles that you think they're gonna come up, and because no matter how much prep, like first time you do something, you're gonna run across something.
I don't ever think about something bad, but you know, you have to hope for the best, expecting the worst, you know. So yeah, we're ready. We're definitely ready. I mean, that's why we're going there. I mean, I've been there. I've been to the place 5 times this week, man. Just going through it. But I mean, we'll be ready. Like, there's no fear. I mean, we're just ready. Like, whatever happens, we'll take care of it whenever we have to take care of it. Like, you know, I just I don't know, man. It's just fears. I don't have that, bro. Like I mean, I might. You know, I'm a control freak. I would say I'm more of a control freak. Like I want everything to run. So if something doesn't run according to how I want it, it'll be shocking. But I mean, we'll deal with it when we have to deal with it.
Cross the bridge when we get there.
We got enough people, man. We got enough people. I mean, if I name you names, we got my brother Luis, we got my brother Chris, we got my cousin Minor, my father. We got all my barbers, JTB, which is Shorty Fades, Nandi, Kelvin, GQ. Danny, we got Joel Cuts, Jomi the Barber. I mean, you got so many names. You got judges like Angel Raw, Jody. We got Papito Blessing, dope big barber. We got Yandy Blends coming in. So we got a squad, bro. We ready. I got bullets for the war. So they got to bring it on. But I mean, everything's gonna turn out good, man. Everything's gonna be great, and it's gonna be a great event. I mean, whatever happens, and we'll deal with it when it gets there.
What would you say is probably the one of the parts that you're most excited about the event? Would it be the education part of the seminar?
Yeah, bro, but I don't know. I'm just excited about everything. But yeah, seminar. I want to see what people gain from it, and man, but where I'm gonna be hyped, and you gonna see me everywhere when this happens. Once that music go up, bro, that alarm goes off and people have to compete. That's what I'm definitely looking forward to. Great barbers competing against each other, not in a bad way, but just to better themselves, and that's what I'm really excited about.
So with the seminar, are you providing like any utensils as far as, because I feel like it's very important to take notes.
Yeah. Are
you providing any of that, or are you suggesting people bring that stuff?
I mean, to be honest, bro, like every seminar that I've been to, they provide us with stuff, and we never use them.
Really?
No, because everybody goes to their iPhones.
I guess that makes sense.
You got so many people with iPhones and stuff. People just write their notes down, and that's what I personally do. Because you always have your iPhone with you, Like, I could literally, I mean, my phone is recording now, but I could literally show you my notes of all the stuff that I write of my business and stuff. Pum, 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 And sometimes I rewrite them on notebook, but I don't always have the notebook or stuff with me. So, I mean, if they need it, we definitely got what it takes to provide it for them. We have a great hotel, by the way. Shout out to Hyatt Place at Town Center, St. John's Town Center. Great hotel, great hospitality. Whoever goes there is gonna have a blast.
It's brand spanking new too, man.
It's brand spanking new, bro. I don't play, bro. If we gonna go, we gonna do it right. So
at the Town Center.
Whatever we need, whatever I've needed from them, they provide it. So I'm pretty sure if we need notes, paper or pen to take notes, we'll have it. And the way that we're doing it, that they have enough stuff to provide to us to do that as well. But more than likely, people will use their phones.
Yeah, I think stressing the fact that I feel like because a lot of people are, just they capture stuff and they automatically remember. I know I'm not that way.
Yeah.
So I would definitely try to push that, because I feel like that's a very important thing. The more you put it in your head, the more likely you are to remember, especially if you're doing some sort of activity where you're taking notes and stuff like that. I feel like that's very important. I don't know. I would just push that personally. It's a suggestion of mine. I know, because I've been to a seminar where it was 45,000 people in the Miami Marlins Stadium for 10X GrowthCon, and everybody had something right.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy. I was writing from my phone because I didn't bring anything.
We'll be able to provide it, and that's actually something good that you mentioned it, because I'll just have it just in case somebody needs it. So
yeah, I just think there's just an importance of taking notes.
Yeah, it is.
That's all it is.
You get to keep it,
whether it's writing or your iPhone.
And something that I write, I don't ever forget. I don't know what there is about it, but every time I write something, I just don't forget it.
I think it's the action. It's just you actually put in the action of doing that.
That's totally right.
You have any questions, Bucko? I feel like I've been asking all this.
Good.
Dead silence.
No, I'm good. It was well, regarding the note taking, it's there's actually science behind it. It's just saying it's like you when you attribute a specific note to like an action, because you remember writing it down, it's easier for you to remember it. Yeah. So
and you get to read it, so it gets to stick in your mind.
Mm-hmm.
So like from many successful people that I have as clients, that's one of the things they tell me. Write it down, write it down, write it down, write it down. You know, don't tell anybody, just write it down. And it works, bro. I could show you notes of what I wrote years ago.
You had last time you came here, you had this.
I have it. It's in the car.
Oh, see?
It's in the car. So I have it, but I just didn't bring it out today.
I should have brought it out, dog.
You want to bring big guns out? But I'm just quickly side note. I'm not a note taker at all though, but I'm able to retain so much.
This is what I was talking about.
I'm not.
This is the kind of guy right here who don't need to take.
I don't take notes at all. Taking notes is actually not beneficial for me. I can't read what I write.
Yeah.
But it's just a quick example. Like at work, when every new job I started, this training for it. I never take notes. They always tell me to take notes. I never take notes. But when we start like practicing, going over stuff, I'm always the one answering stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just some people.
You're more of a visual person.
Some people can do it. Some people can't. So there's something cool about it, I guess.
Yeah. That is pretty cool, dude. That's kind of a gift, honestly, because I'm not too focused when it comes to intake and information. That's why I feel like I have to write notes because I need something to remember.
Yeah. Like, everybody's different.
Yeah.
You know? Everybody's different, but that's pretty cool that you could actually keep all that information.
Dude, there's this one kid who I saw this video online. It was fucking ridiculous. I think he was actually autistic.
Yeah. I know you're talking about. Go ahead, Keelan. I know you're talking about.
So they flew this kid over. It was the same thing. Yeah, they flew this kid I think it was like over New York City.
Oh, wasn't it was Rome or something like that?
Something.
It was some European city, wasn't it?
I think. Well.
I think.
Anyways, it was a major city, and this kid drew every single detail of the city.
Yeah, they give him like a canvas, like this, and apparently he only made like 4 mistakes, like out of the whole city. 4 mistakes.
Yeah, it was like.
But what, he only saw it once, or he was doing it while he was seeing it?
No. He took a helicopter ride, and then after that he just painted it.
What?
It was only 4 mistakes out of the whole thing. Something like that. Some crazy. Yeah, it was actually pretty dope, actually. And I'm telling you, like the canvas, like it was
huge.
This.
It's fucking huge.
That's ridiculous, bro. That's like a different level.
Oh yeah, but I think he was autistic. Yeah.
I'm telling you, some people have superpowers, dog.
Yeah.
Some people do have superpowers. Like I feel like, especially if you're autistic, I think you're more focus driven towards some things.
I was talking to somebody about this yesterday too. Like, you know, I feel like there's no such thing as dumb people. I just don't believe it. Like, I mean, I feel like there's people that are smart in different things, you know? Like, I wouldn't be able to do what a doctor does, but a doctor wouldn't be able to do what I'm able to do.
Right. I think it's just where we're all born with some sort of gift.
Yeah.
We just need to find that gift.
You just have to find that gift.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
I think
some people got multiple gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are people who are amazingly blessed.
Yeah.
Like singers, there are like some singers who are just blessed. Like, it's within their genetic code to have a beautiful voice.
There's people that can sing, and there's people that can sang.
Like, you know. So what's the difference?
Oh, when you can sing, you use something else. Like, you know, like I don't know. You have somebody like for example, I don't know. Just name a regular artist.
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
She can sing.
She can sing. You know, but you go to Whitney Houston, she can sing. Like you know, she can
different levels to sing.
There's levels to it.
Yeah.
So, you know, those are definitely top level singers. So
yeah, I think you're just some people are just born masters of their craft. So whether you can sing or you can sail, there's a higher level of mastery. But I feel like, in a sense, a lot of people could reach that level of mastery. Because if one human being can do it,
it's repetition. You know,
muscle memory. Yeah.
I was reading, I think it was like, if you do something for more than 10,000 hours, you are a master of your craft. I don't know how many hours I put into cutting hair, but I put a lot.
I bet.
That's 10 years of cutting hair. So, I mean, that's what they were saying. So if you do 10,000 hours, you're a master. So
I think it's muscle memory. I think there's a very, very, very strong power in habit.
yeah,
Habit is, I mean, when we say we're, humans are creature of habit, I mean, that is indeed 100% a fact.
yeah,
You will master yourself. You will master your gift if you just repeatedly do it every single day.
I agree 100%.
Like when I go and I sit down, you already know exactly what my haircut's gonna look like.
Yeah, and I don't even have to ask you to do it.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So, unless you're gonna change your hairstyle, which I doubt.
Yeah, I don't really do so. I'm just like, fuck it.
It's your habit, yeah.
What's your habit, Bucko?
I don't know. I guess
He has to find a habit.
Yeah,
huh?
I'm yet to find that out too, man. Honestly,
flip my bird at night. You know what I'm saying? Before I go to sleep.
that is a pretty good. Well, that is a pretty strong habit, isn't it? I think all guys have
I
that
sleep
habit.
good, dude. You know what I'm saying? It makes you sleep real good. knock out
That's
right.
awesome.
I knock out right. That's awesome. Right. I knock out right after.
That's good to know, huh? Like,
I think
I'm not ashamed to say it. Fuck it.
no, but no. I think I don't know. Like I don't know. Like what good habit? I guess I have bad habits. I know. I think you remember your bad habits more. I think, to be honest with you, I bite my nails. I hate that, and I still do it though. But I can't think of good habits.
well, get your teeth done. You won't be able to do it. Ever since I got my teeth done, I
You
haven't
used
been
to
able
bite your nails?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, really?
And now I can't because my teeth won't allow me. So as soon as I feel it, like I just don't. So I don't do it anymore.
Wait,
Yeah.
so what is it like? What's wrong with your
Because
teeth?
you can't bite. Right? You can't bite them off.
So like once you get like veneers, like you get this cape that covers your teeth and makes them like straighter and wider and stuff. So I just can't do it. I don't know. I can't.
Are you
I
just?
can't
Is
bite.
it like painful, or are you just scared you're gonna fuck your teeth up?
That's one. It's not painful at all. But one, you're scared that you're gonna mess your teeth up, and two, you just can't because I don't know. The actual thing doesn't allow you to do it. Like you just can't bite.
Like you were saying, it's kind of like someone calling you Boko. But it's like, sorry, I just want to say it. It's like if you have my retainer, I'm pretty sure the same thing. A retainer, it's not making it like you're unable to bite it.
Yeah,
Can't
it's
really
kind
cut
of
it off.
exactly.
It's
Exactly.
it's not as sharp, right?
Yes, yeah.
In a
Yeah,
sense,
exactly.
You don't have the
That-
feeling of that
Yep.
sharpness in your teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like it's like not just not it's not biting it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I understand.
That's
I understand.
exactly
It's the actual
He gets-
feeling. It's the actual
Yeah.
feeling of when you actually bite down.
That's correct.
I gotcha. Yeah, I think there are certainly a lot of habits that we progressively do on a daily basis that are bad.
Yeah.
I feel like it's really hard to kind of beat those habits, especially if you've been doing it and you've been
It's a long time.
yes, because most of those habits start when you're young as fuck,
Yeah.
and it's hard. Have you ever read The Power of Habit?
No, I've never.
To create a new habit, it takes about 2 months of consistently doing it every single day.
Really?
And to replace a habit, or to create a new habit and kill a bad habit, you basically have to replace it with a new habit. That's the best way of killing a bad habit. Finding it and then finding its replacement,
Yeah.
doing it 12 months. It's like a cycle.
Yeah.
I'll give you the book if you're interested in reading it, but it's a damn good book. It's really good. It's in the book they show how alcoholics have been able to go from being an alcoholic
Yeah.
to completely sober, and they find a new habit to pretty much overtake drinking.
Yeah.
Whether it be a habit that doesn't involve with fucking with your neurocognitive abilities, which is pretty dope. I think a lot of people should read that book.
Sounds like an interesting book.
It is an interesting book. I feel like it's a very powerful book because I feel like as human beings we are overtaken by our bad habits, and if if you're somebody who's like very egotistical, like I was, you don't get to see you don't get to see those bad habits that you're doing on a daily basis.
You're right.
And you just think that that's just normal. You know, it's like how you are, and you should just accept that. But sometimes it's just not the case. I learned a lot from that book, like a lot about myself personally. I remember I read that book after I took shrooms. It was wild. What?
No, it's just funny how you just related those two things.
Yeah, dude. Because when I had my first shroom dosage, I think it was about 2 grams. I went into ego death, dog.
Yeah.
And I've said this a lot, multiple times on the podcast, but after that, I was like, I lost connection with my ego entirely, and I actually was able to see all the fucked up things that I was doing on a daily basis that I needed to fix. And a lot of that, I would probably say that I wouldn't be here today
if it wasn't for that book.
If it wasn't because I took shrooms, but that book helped me a lot too. You know,
That's
I'm telling you.
Up, though. I mean, you found a way.
No, I'm being dead serious, man. I started crying. At the end of it, it was one of the most incredible experiences that I've ever had. I've never been able to reach that while I smoked.
Yeah,
that's all I can say. I'm an open book. I'm gonna fuck.
Yeah.
That's another
you know how he was the other day, like he was like, man, I didn't even know these things about you. I was like, I'm finding out stuff about I didn't even know about.
Dude, I'm a spiritual guy, dog.
Yeah,
I'm a spiritual guy. I feel like I've done it multiple times too. Whenever I do it, I usually like to find something within it because it takes you for a wild ride. First, you're tripping balls. You're looking around. Nothing's what it should be. Reality itself is bending, and then the calm down is beautiful. It's
else.
It's beautiful, dude. I've never felt so much overwhelming happiness. The feeling of happiness is just it had never been so much within me. And the thing is I feel like, and I've actually read this too, where you can actually achieve the same feelings that you're feeling at the end of a shroom high when you're sober. And I was like, dude, that's fucking crazy. I wonder how self-aware you have to be at that point. I feel like you have to be very, very self-aware of who you are as a person. And that's why I stress so much when it comes to self-awareness, because I feel like it's very important for your overall mental health. Your ability to make decisions, be content where you currently are in life and where you're going to be. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's what self-awareness is all about. It's like a shroom high. I was very self-aware in the shroom high.
That's what's up. I mean, if that was your way of finding it out, I think that's dope.
I guess
I'm just amazed by the explanation.
Yeah, it's something else.
That's pretty dope.
Completely different than acid, though. Acid will fuck you up. It'll send you.
Yeah, I'm definitely not trying to try it.
It'll send you into dimensions that you just don't understand.
It's just like, what the heck is going on?
How this just turned into drug talk, psychedelics.
But I mean, a lot of things that aren't necessarily a drug could become a drug, though.
Wait, what?
A lot of things that aren't necessarily a drug could become a drug, or could be worse than a drug. So.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But
simply actions.
It's like you said, you have to replace it with something else, so.
Yeah, it's so 2 months is how long it takes for your brain to completely catch up to what you're doing. And then you're not a master at it.
Who writes that book,
I don't remember the name of the author. Let's find out. Matter of fact, Power Habit.
That's dope. I'm gonna have to look into it.
It's this is how it looks. It's the little yellow book.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you've seen that before. It's a bestseller. It's a New York Times bestseller. Let's see what's the name of the author, so people can look this up.
You know what's also a bestseller?
What?
You know one of the best-selling books of all time? It's a random fact for you. It's the Bible.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best-selling books of all time. Dead serious.
It is the best.
I think so. Something like that.
Yeah, it is the best. You know what's crazy?
It's the most sold book.
A lot.
That's crazy.
I believe so. I think, right?
It is.
I mean, come on. How many Christians are there on this planet?
No, it's not even that, though. It's just the fact that this ain't the highest, like, it's not even the biggest religion, you know, right?
Yeah, but I'm bro. Let me tell you this, bro, and I might have done some stuff in my life, you know, but bro, is there something you have to do? You every morning when I wake up, I just have to go on my knees and thank him, bro. Even if I'm in my car, I don't care where I'm at. That's because how I was raised, you know. But I'm big on that Bible, bro. Like, you know, like you talk to me about everything. You talk on that Bible, we go into a different level now. But you have to know who to talk with, you know, because a conversation that you have about the Bible and stuff, and there's no control or people are arguing, God is not clearly not that conversation, because God is a God of control. So if you're able to have a conversation about the Bible, God should be there. So you should be very understanding with it. So, but yeah, that's one of the books that I don't mess with, man. That's, you know, that's the reason I'm here, and it is the most sold book.
Fun fact about the Bible. From listening to and reading a lot of not motivational books, but just like self-development books. A lot of the stuff that's in the Bible, these books are like covering. Yeah. They're not explaining it the same way that the Bible does. They're not using the same verbiage, but they're essentially teaching the same things that's within the Bible.
Like one story that is really important to me, and it has to go back to where if you're driven, like if you're called to do something, and you know in your knowledge that that's what you're supposed to do, it will happen. Like, you know, I go back to the story of Moses. If you go back to Moses used to stutter, and Moses was the prince of Egypt, you know, which was the highest thing of second highest power in Egypt at that time. And when God called him, he called him in a desert, you know, which it was kind of like surrenderness. But, you know, that's how you realize that God is different than everybody else, because once you go on your knees and you're like surrendered to the world, it might look like you're done, but to God is great, because that's when God is going to come in and make you greater. And that's what I mean by dedication and being driven. God called Moses to free Egypt to the promised land. And if you look into that, Moses used to stutter. Moses didn't think he was good enough to do that. You know, he was like, well, how are you going to choose me when I stutter? You know, he's like, how am I going to speak to this people and all that stuff? But, you know, fast forward to all that stuff, he did free the Israel people from Egypt, and he did get them to the promised land, you know, even though he started and all that. So that has to say that just says that no matter what you do in life, no matter what situation you face, if you're called to do something and you have a purpose in something, it's going to happen. You know, no one can take away what's yours, especially if God called you to do it. So that's how I feel about my situation. You know, it was just my time, and I took it, you know, and you know, it's funny because it's not funny, but it's actually sad, because we only thank him we only think about him when we're not in a good situation, you know. Once when we're good and stuff, and you know, he's so good with us that he forgives us and let us keep having what we have. But, you know, until we realize we're definitely blessed and we're good to be in a situation that like we are now, we won't continue to advance. But yeah, that's just something I wanted to put out there, you know, that, like you said, that same method is used in many books, you know, but that just to show you, like, this is something way more than just hard work. It's spiritual. It's so many connections in just this, you know. So
I think the idea of what you just said, you know, people are normally more thankful of God when everything is kind of going right. People don't understand that the obstacle is the way, and even an obstacle is a blessing. Yeah,
it is. Because how would you know the guy's a miracle worker when he hasn't worked a miracle in your life?
That's the thing.
You know, like think about it, bro. Like I go back. I always tell the story. I go back to when my mother died. You know, like a lot of people saw it as something bad. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad to lose your mother at a young age, but it's something that is gonna happen to all of us, bro. It will happen. It's life. Some come sooner than other, you know. So you have to learn how to live with that. And I've learned how to live with my mother not being here. Do I accept it? Do I stop missing her? No. But I've learned, and I've been blessed in my life. So until you understand that, you'll start living, and you'll be okay with all the moves that happen in your life. You know, you're like, hey, whatever you do, I trust you in it, and I know it's gonna be the right move. So.
Yeah, I think you used a very very important word throughout that whole thing multiple times. It's called learning.
Yeah.
A lot of people in situations, bad situations, people believe that they're either winning or losing.
Yeah.
You're not. You're winning or learning.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. I don't lose.
That's the L. That's the L.
Yeah.
Those are the L's that I take, baby. I don't take losses. I only take learnings.
Yeah.
Lessons.
Yeah.
I think that's very important. People at hard times usually, again, let their ego get the best of them.
Yeah.
Always trying to find somebody to blame. Always try to be pissed off at the situation. I know, because I've been through it.
Right.
I fucking done it. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I haven't been pissed and
We've
stressed
all
in a
done
situation, especially because of money. That's another thing that I personally don't like to get pissed off about. Like last month was a struggle. I told you.
Yeah.
Last month was a struggle for me for money, and I was stressed, bro. I had not been that stressed in over a year, and I was like, fuck, my whole energy was down. Everything about my life was fucked because I was stressed about money. Until I learned that I was like, wait, money is gonna come back tenfold, and that's where I am now.
It's funny.
I'm not saying I got balls. I'm not balling.
It's funny how you say that, because I didn't tell you a story, but last week is a week before my show, and 15 days before my show. It was February 1st. I'm supposed to pay rent and everything, and I wake up that day, and you know I have money in my bank account, and I wake up that day, and I wake up to the news of your email has been unlinked from your account. Is a message from Cash App. So when I go on Cash App, my whole profile is changed. Like my number is not the same, my email is not the same. So when I go on my bank account, I only had 93 cents.
The fuck?
And I was like, what the heck is going on? And I called the bank, and there was 15 transactions. There were people taking 500, 700, 550 from my bank account until they empty it out.
So they hacked your Cash App,
Yes.
and then started adding on to.
But the worst part is, it is a Friday. It's February 1st. I have to pay rent.
Jesus.
And my apartment complex is not giving me a break. They're going to charge me the late fee if I don't pay by the 3rd. Bro, I kid you not, bro. I kid you not. I literally in my mind said, God, I know you let me make it this far. This is only going to be a joyful story. I know all these bad things are coming because my show is right around the corner, but I'm going to say a great story about this one. Bro, I kid you not. I do not know how. I have $5,000 2 days later.
Is it because they returned it, or you just made that money?
No, they didn't return it. They didn't return it till 2 days ago. They didn't return my money till 2 days ago. I made $5,000 within 2 days in the barbershop. I mean, some of the money, not all the money was working. Some of the money was rent money. Some of the money was money that people owed. Mm-hmm. But I just know I had $5,000, which I didn't have.
That's funny.
So, I mean, it's just crazy, bro. Like, and you're saying I didn't stress it. You know, I was like, well, let's work, bro.
Right.
It's like I don't fear. It's like that's not even in my vocabulary, bro. Like, I don't know. I almost compare myself to like a lion. You know when a lion is gonna hunt something, they're decided. Like they don't fear. They just go. So that's how I take life, bro. Like whatever you bring, all right, that's what we'll deal with. Let's get it. So I mean, and it worked out. whatever attitude you put in that situation is what's gonna happen. If you go down, if you get depressed, the outcome would not be the same.
Yeah, you're gonna be a source of your emotions.
Yeah, so
your life will be a source of your emotions.
Exactly. So you got to push yourself. And long story short, bills were paid. I didn't have to worry about it. Now I got the money in my bank account, and we're good to go to Jackson Barber Expo. So
we live.
Yeah. We live.
Yeah. When you say 5K, sound like Randy Moy right there.
You need to stop saying that.
Yeah. But,
then boy say you got 10 for
that's pretty bad. You got your shop's rent is due. Your apartment's rent is due.
Damn.
You got to pay insurance. And you're like, yo, I literally had all this money in my bank account. I only got 93 cents. How the hell am I going to pay for this? There's always a way. Always a way.
The obstacle's the way, son. That's also a book, by the way. I haven't read that one, but I've heard it.
So,
any stories?
Similar scenario. We were in the same situation, kind of.
I guess, yeah, in a sense. But
married for a month.
I had to wait.
Married for a month.
I had to pay. I had to. My thing. Let me say this. I learned patience. Again, I feel like you have to relearn patience every day.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's the case?
Yeah. Bro, I got 9 barbers.
I mean, not in the
I gotta
sense.
relearn patience every day.
When I say relearn patience, I don't mean like. Because when you say that, you mean like, okay, I have a lot of people to deal with. I need patience in life. Okay, that's, yeah. I guess in a sense, yeah. My thing is you gotta teach yourself patience on a daily basis, because for me, I'm the kind of person who I like things quick.
Yeah.
Right. But at the same time, I understand that nothing good comes quick.
Yeah.
So I feel like I have to tell myself, hey, listen, man, just calm the fuck down. Just sit the fuck down and just wait.
Yeah.
And this is something my dad taught me. I never listened to him. I didn't. And this
you think you don't, but you really do.
Huh?
You think you don't, but you really do.
No, I really fucking didn't. I really did not listen to my dad. At the end of the
day, watch when you do something, and I hate to say it because I hate to say that you told me, and you're gonna hate it the same way, but they're right. But when your parents that care about their kids, like my father, your father, they raise you, and you take a decision. At the moment, you feel like it's not, or you might not be doing it, but the final decision is going to be based on what they taught you. And you're going to realize that because it's already in you. It's in your DNA. So you'll realize it, bro.
I really didn't. I didn't listen to my parents, though. No, I'm saying for like a period of time.
Yeah.
I was like,
oh, yeah, but
I was just a kid.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still a kid, but
yeah.
I'm leveling up, I guess, if you will.
You're like a toddler. You're not a
yeah, if you
newborn.
Would. There you go. There you go. But I really did not listen to my parents until maybe a year and a half ago, until my shroom trip. Yeah. No, I'm being dead serious. I really had a shitty relationship with my parents in a sense. My parents loved and still love me.
Yeah.
But I was just not a good kid. I really didn't listen to them. I was just kind of a dick. I was going through my stages of life, happens, my teenage years. But I feel like I would be in the same position today if I hadn't had that shroom trip. I really do believe so. That's probably one of the biggest takeaways at the end of that high that I got is, man, you need to figure something out with your family, because there's I don't believe
it happened to me being drunk though. Huh? The moment I realized I needed to make a change, I was drunk. So I know.
Well, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. But
you're like, you're gonna cry about this your whole life, or you're gonna do something about it. But,
well, it's just the thing for me was, man, I was like, fuck, I absolutely regret all the shit that I've done. I've put my parents through. Like that's the feeling that I felt at that very moment, and I just started busting out crying. If I got a big takeaway that day, is family, and I don't mean just my parents. Mm-hmm. I mean Jesus. I mean my boy Ortiz. I mean you. The people who are closer to me. Because I don't use the word friends lightly.
Yeah.
I like to use family. Like I know that's cliche and everything like that, but I really do believe and family. Like
Yeah.
that's probably one of the biggest driving forces in my life.
Yeah.
It's not even me. It's not even my success. It's like the well-being of my family.
That's your motivation.
That's it.
Yeah.
I have passions in life, but that's my why, if you would. I feel like everybody needs a why.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. And
Need a why and a passion.
yeah,
And then everything else just soars.
it'll fall through. That's how I've lived my life, and that's how it worked out for me. So that's what I will always advise anybody.
Yeah, man. I feel like people need something to motivate themselves, something that motivates them on a daily basis.
I'm gonna tell you this. It happens to the best of us, bro. It happened to me, bro. And I tell you, I wouldn't be in the situation that I am today if I didn't do that, you know. And it's hard when, you know, at least your mom is alive and you could
Make up for it.
You know. But once your mother's gone, that it gets a little bit harder. But the reason that I live my life how I live it now is because I know I'll see her again, and I want her to feel proud. So, but I mean, it happens, bro. You go through that stage to where you're not gonna listen to nobody. You know, when I was 18, I was drinking. I never saw my father drink. My father would tell me, "Calm down." I was like, "You don't know what you're talking about. You're not going through what I went through." So I had to listen. You know, but spent all my money in cars and freaking drinking and all that stuff. So until you get to be in the situation that I am now, that you have to deal with responsibilities yourself, and anything that happens falls on you, you'll realize why it happened, how it happened. But you learn, bro. It's all a learning experience. You know, it's part of the roller coaster, bro.
What a wild
You're a
roller
much better
coaster.
guy now. So
Yeah, that's the truth. I feel like I have my GPA will always be 3. Well, my GPA was fucking ass.
I want to take a moment and give a shout out to Pastor James Meso, man. Tomorrow, I'm actually gonna go talk to in Seacoast Christian. Is a Christian school, and the kids actually wanted me back out there. I went last year to speak, and they told Pastor Meso to bring me out there again. So I just want to give a major shout out to Pastor Meso. Thank you for watching, and not only thank you for watching, but thank you for being a great client and also a great friend, a great mentor. So definitely check him out. He's a great guy. He's been through a lot, and he's not only a pastor, but he's also an entrepreneur. But I just want to take that moment to give him a shout out.
There you go. Shout
Absolutely.
out. What was it? Wait, what's his first name again?
James
James
Meso.
Meso.
Yeah, which is weird because once you see him on Facebook, he doesn't look as tall. You feel like he's 5'6", and then when you see him in person, he's like 6'6". I'm like, wow, I didn't expect you to be that
That's
tall.
a basketball player.
Yeah, bro, he's like straight up NBA Dirk Nowitzki type of stuff. So it's crazy, man. Shout out to you, Pastor Meso.
I wanted to touch back on this because you briefly mentioned it. You say that you wake up and the first thing you do is say you thank God.
Yeah.
I think that going back to my little story of tripping balls, and there's this moment of gratitude.
Yeah.
That was irreplaceable. It's probably one of the best things I've ever felt. Gratitude really, really is a big driving force for me as well. I feel like the feeling of gratitude is when you're really gracious of what's going on within your life. I feel like it's different. I feel like you're actually happier on a daily basis, and I feel like sometimes I'm missing that gratitude, and I feel like that's why sometimes I'm not as happy as I want to be. But you just got to remind yourself, listen, man, you're fucking alive.
Yeah. And
I don't know what else to tell you. You're born. What's the likelihood that you're born? 1 in a trillion or some shit like that?
But I mean, look at what you have. You know, like that's how we go back to the conversation we were having the other day. Sometimes you focus, I want to have this. I wish I could have had this. But a year ago, you didn't have what you have now, and you were thinking the same thing. So you have to be thankful with everything you have. So try to do this. You were just talking about habits. Try to change that habit to, I'm gonna thank myself, and I'm gonna thank everybody for the stuff that I have. You don't have to necessarily go up to them, but I'm thankful for this person. I'm thankful for him. And just go back and do it yourself, and it'll be a lot better. Like, just try it out.
No, I definitely will. Fuck, man. It's another fun podcast.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, I think we finished in being grateful.
Absolutely. I think that's a great way to finish off. And what other way that you guys can be grateful by appreciating this giveaway that we got going on? It's free stuff, man.
Really? I didn't hear about that one.
Come on, dog. What do you mean? We giving away a pair of AirPods, $50.
Oh, yeah, I heard that one.
Come on, man. $50, and then an item of your choice within a $25 range.
Budget, yeah.
Yeah. How about you?
In total, $175. No, what?
No, it's like $200 something.
No, it's almost $250.
Yeah,
it's $225.
Two something.
Yeah, AirPods is like $200.
Hey man, taxes, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Over $200.
Yeah, over
$200 to give away.
Over 200, over 230.
Over $200 worth of giveaways that we're gonna do. All you have to do is follow us on Instagram, Bliss Live, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. That's all you have to do to enter. If you have one more chance to win, all you have to do is every live podcast we've done from the day we announced the giveaway up until the end of February. Anytime you like and comment, that's one additional entry.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And share. Why not?
Why not?
Share the video.
Free AirPods.
Yep.
Free AirPods. Anyways.
And free haircut.
No, we might do a promotion. We might collab on that.
We'll work it out.
Yeah,
we can do that. Or oh no, wait. It's gonna take too long.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Anyways, just
we should have picked someone to go to the show, like one lucky winner.
We probably should have done
that.
That
would
have been for next show, man.
We should have done that
because we would have needed time. Because if we were really marketed, that would have been a boss marketing move. Everybody wants to get a free haircut and be kind of like the what is it called, the
a guinea pig?
No. There's a name for it.
What, like model?
Yeah, your model. Yeah. Haircut model. Fuck,
that would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. I got a lot of barbers that need models.
That would have been pretty dope.
Well, you know what? You haven't got a haircut. You can wait till Sunday.
Stop! Don't say that, dog.
Yeah, you can wait till Sunday. Somebody will cut you for free.
Somebody, dog. Yeah. Take trust.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's a bet.
Somebody will cut you for free. Somebody in there is gonna want to cut.
Turn the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting my haircut Saturday though, cause I'm going out Saturday night. You know what I'm saying?
And you're going out on Sunday night too.
He's a party master, dog.
Are you gonna go out Sunday?
Yeah, I'm gonna go out.
Go out Sunday, bro.
I have no faith in this guy.
No, I'm gonna go out. I've already.
What time do you go into work?
I might just take off that day, honestly.
Take off,
or just do.
Bro,
figure it out.
Have fun. This is the first of many, but you cannot always say you were in the first. Yeah. You know, we're gonna have many more Jack's Elite Barber Expo, but if you were in the first, not a lot of people is gonna say, "Oh, I wasn't the first." Mm. So, you make sure you want to come out. I got surprises, man. You know, you already know what I've done. People that have followed my story, whenever I say I'm gonna do something, I do it, and I do it right. So, if you really want to see what's about to go down this February 16th, make sure you link to my Instagram, Nando_787, and Jack's Elite Barber Expo, so you can see what we're going to be having. We're going to have a lot of companies, a lot of stuff, a lot of shows, a lot of people. Actually, you guys are going to be there, of course. Yeah. And, you guys can take your cameras out and record so people can actually see. But it's going to be dope, man. It's going to be turned. We're going to have DJ Capone. You know who DJ Capone is?
Yeah, actually I do, yeah.
We're going to have DJ Capone in the building, which he is a Red Bull DJ. He does DJing for Red Bull, so he'll go.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah. So I definitely got dope as DJ. So it's going to be fire. We're going to have a lot of fire music, fire haircuts. We're going to have surprises and stuff, so make sure you come out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jack's Elite Barber Expo happening Sunday the 16th, starts at 9 a.m. until 8 p.m. at night, and then from 9:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. is going to be a stress-free zone. We're going to just party and have fun and network and enjoy each other. So we got education, they got education, they got entertainment, they got
competition,
they got competition, they got
pools.
networking.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, the networking. I feel like that's very important.
Yeah. Oh, that one too. Networking. You might be able to find people that you might want to bring to your show. So make sure you're on your A game.
So what's the dress code here?
Well,
Because
I can't tell you what I'm coming out with, but
I already know what you're coming out
all
with.
I'm gonna tell you is, I'm gonna say this one.
Huh?
I haven't said this is the first place that I say this. We're gonna have a red carpet.
What?
So
That's pretty
just,
dope.
Just dress to impress.
I'm
Whoever
bringing
does it, that's cool. But I'm bringing my A game, bro.
I'm gonna make a prediction. Because I probably.
And I wasn't supposed to say that. I just said it because you're my boy, and we're gonna give it away. But yeah,
I already know what you're gonna wear though. I'm gonna guess what you're gonna wear. You're gonna wear a 3-piece suit, and it's gonna be navy. Damn, dog. Just stay quiet, dog.
I'm wearing Gucci flip flops.
I'm gonna look. Well, you're not that far away, but that's because you know me. But I'm gonna change it up a little bit this time.
Okay.
I'm not rocking the name brand stuff, but this time we're bringing something out cool. So I'm gonna look fire. I don't know. It's something. It's gonna catch the eye. It's gonna be fire.
He's gonna be wearing Tony Montana. I see a Tony Montana suit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
that Scarface suit
with the lapel out.
Popped out. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, that's actually pretty beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Anyways,
Well, all I'm gonna say is we're going artists and this type of thing. I'm gonna change 3 times. So
Oh, I like that.
we're
Boy's got
taking
a
it to another wardrobe, bro. That we got makeup and all, bro.
wait, really?
Nah, probably. I don't know. You have to be there and go and see.
All right.
We're going all out, bro. This
Wait,
is,
what you gonna say about me, dog?
No, I say makeup's not bad, yo.
Oh, I was about to say no. I was gonna be surprised.
Hairstyles and all that stuff in the back. We're gonna have a Jimmy Kimmel show in the back room, just something like that, bro.
I like that,
Yeah.
dude. No, never mind. We're not gonna be able to do it. Anyways, all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching tonight. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your. What is it today? Tuesday. I'm lost in the sauce. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. Thank you for tuning in. Anybody that watched live, thank you for watching live. Remember to enter that giveaway. It's absolutely free. For anybody that will be watching, thank you for watching. And please check out this fucking Barber Expo. I'm sure Fernando will appreciate it, and it's gonna be a fucking great time.
It's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be a good time. Like he said, it's gonna be turn.
Yeah. Turn up.
Absolutely.
All right, folks. Anything you want to say, Jesus?
No, I'm good.
All right, folks. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Bye.
You